5 signs that your young skater is about to outgrow their skates. Hi, I'm Patti Larkin. I hear this all the time. Parents complain that their child never gave them any warning that their skates were getting too small. But young children aren't able to express themselves when their feet are growing or when their body's growing and the skates are getting a little bit too tight. But in this video, we're going to talk about 5 steps parents can look for to ensure that the skates don't get too tight or too painful, and what you can do to help prolong the life of the skate. Well, one of the things we have to know is how quickly children's feet grow. Now, children's feet are about 75% done growing by the time they're 7 years old. So that tells us that they grow pretty quickly. And between the ages of 3 and 5, a child grows about 1.5 to 2 shoe sizes a year. And then between the time they're about 5 to 10 years old, it'll slow down to about 1 full size. So we can get an idea how quickly they are growing. Now, one of the first steps you can do is, did they change shoe sizes since they've purchased skates? Well, if they've changed shoe sizes, chances are that skate is getting tight as well. A second indication is, have they gone through a recent growth spurt? Are their pants becoming too short, or have you had to upgrade the sizes? Did they go up a size in their clothes? Well, that's another indication that maybe their foot has grown as well, and you may want to check out to make sure that their skates are not becoming too small on them. One of the methods we use is to see if the foot still slides into the skate with ease. When you first get new skates, when a skater gets new skates, they will usually slide their foot in without any problems. Now, this is when the laces are open and the tongue is removed. You slide the foot in. But as they grow, that becomes a little bit more resistant. So if you're, as a parent, you're putting your skates on your child, you can pay attention to how fast or how slow they have to push, or how hard they have to push their foot in. You start having that resistance, that's a good indication you may want to get the boots stretched before they start complaining. Number 4 is about looking at their feet after they skate. Now, hopefully they don't get blisters or calluses, but do their feet stay red long after the practice session? Well, they will be red after you take the skates off, but that redness on the skin will dissipate after maybe 10 or 15 minutes. But if you know that there's very dark red spots, or if the feet stay red long after the practice session, it may be time to stretch or replace the skates. And number 5, you can use the insole as a sizing guide as well. Take out the skate insole and put it on the floor and have them step on it. Now make sure that you match up the heel of their foot to the heel of the insole, and take a look at their toes. Now the skate on the left or the picture on the left, the skater's toes are pretty close to the end, but their pinky toe is hanging way off. So you may be able to stretch that to make it a little bit wider. But on the picture on the right, you'll see that those toes are hanging over the insole, and that may be a sign that the skates are too short. As I mentioned a moment ago, you may be able to stretch them. Usually around the 6-month mark to 9-month mark, skaters will start feeling like the skates are getting a little bit uncomfortable. You can always ask them, but then you can stretch them by taking it to a shoe repair store or your skate shop to try to prolong the life of the skate. Another tip is to use thinner socks. Socks surprisingly take up a lot of volume in the skate, and if you can switch to a thinner sock, you will restore some of the volume back into inside the boot, so they have a little bit more time. But keep in mind that the average skater between the ages of 5 and 10 are going to get about a year out of their skates. So pay attention to when you purchase them. So if you're heading towards the year mark, it just may be time to purchase the larger size. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you very much.